BTS bias. That's what I want to talk about today. I had not heard that phrase until my daughter started watching BTS, and you know, it didn't make any sense to me until I started listening to their music. And then, you know, obviously it didn't take long before I had my favorite, and she said, well, Dad, that's your bias, you know, that's the one that you prefer. And I was like, okay, all right, so that's my, you know, Yoongi's my bias. So, you know, as weird as that sounds, as a 42-year-old man saying that, I started saying it. So anytime I was listening to BTS music, you know, it's rare for me to understand the lyrics, you know, unless they're speaking in English, which they do. And but a lot of it is in Korean, so I didn't understand a lot of it, and it's okay because the music still kind of speaks to me. I'll look at the lyrics sometimes, and I'll dig into it. I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. That's what I felt when I was listening to the music. And so anyway, there would be times where I couldn't even tell which band member was singing, and you know, they have their solo songs, and that was simple enough. But after some time, I would hear, you know, a song that I really liked or a certain part of the song, and would be like, you know, I would think, you know, that's got to be Yoongi. And sure enough, I would ask my daughter, and she's like, yeah, that's SUGA. So that's also her bias. So over time, you know, I would start to recognize his voice, and you know, it was clear to me, okay, that's him. And then one day, I'm listening to, I forget which song it was, maybe Tony Montana, and I went to my daughter again. I was like, check out this song, I really like this one part. And she's like, well, Dad, that's Jimin. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning in October here in Brooklyn. I've got a couple things going on today. Going down to Lower Manhattan, meeting up with the president of the EO group here for the New York chapter. Guy's name is David. He's just one of those great guys who wants to see other people succeed. And we worked on a project with him back in the spring. Kind of followed him around doing a Gary Vee style vlog. And then we ended up working on a future project with him in Toronto with that entire global group. He has actually arranged a meeting with Gary Vee that we're going to in 2 weeks. He wants my company to film for them, so we're going to do that. And then after that, I've got a Facebook research meeting. More on that later. Good morning. Here to see. That meeting went fantastic. Actually, went better than I expected. We've got everything all set up and scheduled for filming at VaynerMedia, actually a week from Friday, so pretty excited about that. I got a strange email from somebody at Facebook about a week ago, 2 weeks ago maybe. And it said they were looking to do some research, and they were looking for participants in New York. It almost looked like a scam, you know? But I participated in some of these research things before back in Memphis with a company called Axiom Research, and it actually turned out to be legit. So this follows that similar format. It was very familiar to me, you know, the way they wrote the email and things. So because of that, I went ahead and signed up for it. I'm actually headed down there now. We'll see, you know, what it's all about. It's right off of 43rd Street. I don't know if that's just a space they've acquired for the day for this research, or, you know, if that's some sort of Facebook headquarters. It's probably not headquarters, but, you know, if it's some sort of main office for them in New York. And I'm actually an alternate for this research. so I have to stay for 20 minutes, and if everybody shows up, I still get paid. So, and I get to leave after 20 minutes. I'm also interested to see if they're going to talk about this recent security breach that they had. I forget how many millions, I think it's 50 million people were affected. I haven't seen anything on my Facebook yet. I know a couple of people said they had to re-log in or something like that, but I'm guessing they're probably not going to talk about that, but we'll see what happens. Well, 20 minutes later, and they did not need my services, which is cool. You know, I was kind of looking forward to being part of the research. I was curious what they were up to, but that's all right. $75 for sitting there for 20 minutes. That works for me. I'm over in Astoria, Queens today, and before I go down by the river, I just want to take a few minutes and thank all the viewers who are watching these videos. I want to say a special shout out to the viewers in South Korea. I was blown away by you guys' love and support on the BTS videos that I made, and had no idea that you would even watch them. So that's obviously a special place over there with BTS from that area of the world. And it's great hearing from you guys. So I hope you can understand this video if you speak English. If not, I'm going to try and add in some subtitles for South Korea, whether I have to do that manually or you know, maybe YouTube has a feature that will do that. I'll try and add that so you know, you'll be able to watch these with a little more enjoyment and be able to understand what I'm saying. So I've actually got a couple other videos coming up for the Army. I'm doing a follow-up to the second show in the Prudential Center. My daughter got some great footage, and then there's going to be a follow-up video for Citi Field, which is coming up this Saturday. So I'm going to go down there, talk to the fans, and you know, kind of like we did at the Prudential Center, and see what's going on down there. But I just want to say a special thank you for watching the videos. If you like them, feel free to subscribe. There's a button at the bottom on the right-hand side. You can subscribe to the channel and just continue to watch. I'm going to keep bringing videos from New York. Right now, I'm going to show you on the Queens side of the river what's going on down here today. This bridge is called the Hell's Gate Bridge, and it's not a commuter bridge, so you're not supposed to cross it. I've seen some YouTube videos of people up there, which looks kind of cool, but you're not supposed to cross it. It's for the metro or the trains. So I've seen a couple of trains go by. I haven't seen any people on it, but it's a neat bridge for sure. So the reason why I like Minyoongi, I think, is because he's so intense. You know, from what I know about the lyrics and you know, his songwriting style and his dance style. He's just he seems kind of intense, and I don't know, there's a lot of passion behind what he does. I don't know all of his story. I know a little bit of his story from what my daughter's told me, and I think he's got some background there to be passionate about, especially, you know, the challenges and the things he's overcome to become successful, and I can relate to that. And I'm curious who your bias is. Comment down below who your favorite BTS member is, and let me know where you're from. I'm curious where the subscribers are from and where you guys are watching. Like I said, I know South Korea is watching, and I think there were some people from India as well. And that means a lot that y'all would watch, and that you find this interesting enough to return and see it again. So have a great day. Until next time.